Absolutely. After this reported attack, in fact, this announcement in itself was made by Russian Foreign Affairs Minister Sergei Lavrov. He stated that 91 drones were deactivated, given the fact that they were looking at attacking President Vladimir Putin's residence. Now, this is something that Ukraine has completely dismissed. They've called it a lie by Russia. They've also said that it's a fabricated piece of news that's coming in, and this is essentially meant to disrupt the overall process of dialogue that's been happening between Russia and Ukraine, between Ukraine and United States, for instance. In fact, after that, President Donald Trump also had a word with Russian President Vladimir Putin twice in a matter of just a couple of hours. And then he, of course, stated, and I quote, that he was very angry. It was reported that he said that I don't like it. It's not good. It's not the right time. It's one thing to be offensive because they are offensive. It's another thing to attack his house. It's not the right time to do anything of that. In fact, all of this is developing even as Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky met with U.S. President Donald Trump, and both sides discussed a 20-point peace plan, a reworked 20-point peace plan to arrive at some sort of an arrangement, some sort of an understanding to bring a pause, to bring a halt to, the atrocities that have been caused due to the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, which started almost over 3.5 years back. So that needs to be paused. And remember, this has been one of the key campaign planks of President Donald Trump ever since he started, campaigning to become president of the United States once again. And he said last January, I remember, that once I assume office, it's going to be over in a couple of hours. So from that point on to now, it is going to be over a year. However, there's been no stopping to the atrocities, to the attacks that have been caused between Russia and Ukraine. And remember, before those talks happened between Ukraine and the United States, Russia continued to pound Ukrainian cities. Of course, now the newest allegation that's been made by Sergei Lavrov, the Prime Minister, and you rightly quoted the statement that the Prime Minister has made, India has overall remained on the side of diplomacy. And we have heard the Prime Minister speak on multiple occasions about the fact that this is not the era of war. And anything related to any warlike situation should be resolved only on the peace table, should be resolved diplomatically. And that's something that we've seen the Prime Minister take a stance as far as the Middle East war is also concerned. So new developments that are coming in, but it remains to be seen whether or not actually there's going to be peace between both the sides, because this is a fresh row that has erupted after those talks happened. And after, you also remember, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky was also sounding pretty positive about those talks, and of course on the way forward with respect to security guarantees to Ukraine and Europe, and with respect to territorial concessions.